Ladies and gentlemen, at the heart of the red alert are anthropogenic greenhouse gases and their relationship to the health of the ocean. As you well know, CO2 absorbed by the ocean reacts with seawater, causing changes in its carbonate chemistry in the processes that we call ocean acidification. With the ocean being the planet's largest carbon sink, absorbing around 23% of annual CO2 emissions generated by human activity, we see again the imperative of safeguarding the ocean's health. While the ocean's absorption of CO2 has been central to the mitigation of the impacts of climate change, it has its limits. We expect the ocean to continue taking up CO2 as atmospheric concentrations increase, but the efficiency of that uptake is projected to decline as a result of the decreasing buffering capacity of surface waters. The reduction in buffering capacity will in turn lead to greater rates of ocean acidification per unit of CO2 taken up. At this point, let us reiterate that the IPCC has stated with certainty that ocean acidification is occurring due to anthropogenic CO2 emissions. In the meantime, led by IOC UNESCO, we've begun work on the UN Decade of Ocean Science to give us the science we need for the ocean we want. It cannot be said enough that scientific research and evidence must be the basis of effective national and international policy to take us to the net zero world needed for human security on this planet. In pursuit of reliable science, we look to the Global Ocean Acidification Observing Network, known as GOA-ON, for global leadership on ocean acidification research and for continuing facilitation of coordination of efforts, knowledge sharing, and capacity building. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all those involved in the work of GOA-ON for this leadership, and I'm delighted to see the emergence of its UN Decade endorsed program, Ocean Acidification Research for Sustainability, also called OARS. I wish everyone involved in the OARS program great success and will follow your progress with great interest.
I'm absolutely delighted that the OARS project has been formally endorsed by the UN Decade of Ocean Science as a programme. It means we can continue the great work started by GOA-ON and provide the scientific evidence needed for society and policymakers. OARS aims to provide a vision and a framework by which scientists all over the planet can come together to create the scientific evidence we need as a community. We hope to be able to increase the amount of monitoring that we can do for ocean acidification and the changes to ocean chemistry that it will produce. We hope to explore in greater detail the impacts that are likely to occur on marine ecosystems and the organisms that live within them, and ultimately help provide the scientific evidence that will allow us to sustainably manage and protect marine ecosystems and the goods and services they provide. At the end of the 10 years, what we hope is that OARS will have provided us with much greater understanding of ocean acidification, enabling us to better mitigate and adapt to the changes that are likely to occur, and ultimately support the clean and healthy and productive oceans that we all want.
Major goal of the United Nations Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development is to build capacity to assure that the world has ocean science capability on a truly global scale. This matches the efforts to date of the Global Ocean Acidification Observing Network, known as GOA-ON.
At the other end of the scale, it also allows us to focus on collecting locally relevant scientific evidence by empowering more people to actively monitor their own local environments and ecosystems.
The work of our UN-endorsed program, Ocean Acidification Research for Sustainability, OARS, leverages GOA-ON's work to enhance ocean acidification capacity building and to better connect these efforts to decision makers and society.